As we come up on 4 o'clock on your Thursday afternoon, you're looking at those beautiful skies thinking, wow, this is perfect, another great day. Yeah, but there's another winter storm headed for Colorado, of course. And up there in the high country, there are some areas preparing for up to 2 feet of snow. A winter storm watch now in effect until Sunday morning.
Oh, but if you got up there today, enjoy it. And a live look at CDOT cameras on I-70 and Silverthorne. Come tomorrow, these road conditions will probably look nothing like this because it's pretty wonderful right now. We are expecting rain first and then snow. CDOT is warning already that traffic along I-70 and the mountain passes could be dicey tomorrow. They're expecting heavy ski traffic as well because people want to cash in, and they're expecting delays for snow removal. A live look closer to Denver. The sun is shining again today. Another nice warm day. And now the first day of a new month.
Yeah, we started February, Kathy, but tomorrow is when things start to really shift, and there's a lot coming our way.
Yeah, we've been advertising this strong, this powerful spring-like storm that's moving into California. That storm has a lot of water with it and is headed for Colorado. We're actually running below average in terms of precipitation and snow in the high country, so we may be playing catch up in a big hurry. But here it is, I think day 5 with temperatures in the 60s, almost 20 degrees above average, abundant sunshine, beautiful out there. You just wouldn't know there was something coming. In the mountains, we'll be measuring the snow in feet by Monday, and the temperatures today pumped up by light winds out of the south. We're still 62 degrees in Denver this hour, but the storm's coming, don't be fooled, and it's bringing heavy flooding rain to areas like the Bay Area of California, San Francisco, down to Los Angeles. It will head for the Great Basin and then move into southeastern Colorado, where that is a favorable location for upslope, pulling in that warm Gulf moisture and cold air from the north. The one thing we're watching and monitoring is the lack of real good cold air support here along the Front Range, but in the mountains, a whole different story. The winter storm watch has been upgraded to a winter storm warning now and covers much of the high country, regardless of the little that you're seeing on radar as of yet. And so this winter storm warning means 1 to 2 feet are possible. There are winter weather advisories and also winter storm watch areas. So headed to the high country, be prepared for a slow go and some heavy snow. It will be amazing to go skiing and snowboarding for sure, but travel's going to be a little bit treacherous. Not tonight. We're in the 60s now, dropping 10 degrees by dinner time. Coming up, this is our last mild, dry day. We're tracking this powerful weekend storm. Coming up, we'll have the timing and the amounts for the mountains and for the metro area.
We turn now to Pueblo, where police are hoping to find 2 kids. This after discovering the remains of a child in concrete. Investigators are saying Yesenia and Jesus Dominguez were last seen in 2018.
Yesenia was 3 years old then, and Jesus was 5. Police are investigating this as a homicide. 9 News Crime and Justice reporter Kelly Rinke learned more about how the remains were found.
Yeah, Kim and Tom, we don't know the name of the child that was found in the container. The coroner still needs to identify those remains. But what we do know is 3 weeks ago on January 10th, Pueblo police say they got a call about suspicious activity at a storage facility. Officers got there and learned someone found a metal container filled with concrete in a unit. The owner of King Storage said the renter of that unit failed to pay for several months. The renter was ordered to clear out by the end of the day. A spokesperson for Pueblo PD couldn't say if the renter called police, but they did confirm the person who reported that container is not an employee of the storage facility. Investigators found remains in that container with concrete, and now they're trying to locate these 2 children, Yesenia and Jesus Dominguez. Investigators say they were last seen more than 5 years ago. They've interviewed 2 people of interest, but they have not arrested anyone in this case. Pueblo police say no one called the department to report the kids were missing. The department did conduct welfare checks when someone was concerned about the children, but a spokesperson for the department says when officers went to that address, they never made contact with the kids.
You hear about this and you're thinking, how could this happen? But you're also realizing these are kids that are not in school yet. And so if no one reports.
Yeah, I think that was kind of a lot of the questions that people may be having. These kids go missing in 2018, but no one reports. There are, of course, a lot of questions about this case, and investigators are hoping that getting the pictures of those 2 kids could hopefully give them some leads.
But just an awful discovery.
Awful.
Awful. Thank you, Kelly.
C-470 had to be closed for a while this morning after what they said was a radiological device fell from a vehicle in a crash. Now, this all played out between Quebec and Yosemite sometime after 9 a.m. South Metro Fire said the crash did seriously hurt 1 person. And the device that fell on the highway was a Troxler nuclear density gauge. Now, that is something used by contractors and engineers. It helps to determine the density of materials. South Metro then says there was no leak. So after a brief investigation, C470 then reopened. This afternoon, Little said they're planning now to demolish what's left of a building that was damaged by fire while under construction. The fire happened downtown Littleton on Prince Street back in November. Crews will start the demolition process this month. The sidewalk in front of the building will have to be closed during the day, but the city isn't planning any street or lane closures. It could, though, affect traffic, and demolition may take several weeks. Littleton police did arrest a man and charged him in connection with the fire. He's facing a charge of felony arson.
Denver Public Schools is giving kids and their families access to health care services throughout the district thanks to a new mobile health clinic. Today, Denver Health launched its mobile health clinic for DPS children and their families. The mobile clinic will start visiting 4 DPS community hubs at Swansea Smith and Mess Elementary Schools and Place Bridge Academy. Staff will offer vaccines, pediatric and adult care services. These services are for any DPS family. Denver Health says their big target, though, is helping new migrant families.
The students obviously need vaccines to be able to get enrolled into Denver Public Schools. A lot of families need acute care, so they might be sick coming up from that journey. A lot of families also need just the reassurance that they're okay and that they're healthy, so they might want just a well exam.
And Denver Health hopes to expand the mobile clinics in the future so they can get families access to mental health services as well.
Major League Baseball is now saying that it and its teams are going to join in to pay to replace that statue honoring Jackie Robinson at a ballpark in Kansas. Of course, we've been following this story since the news broke over the weekend that someone had stolen and then later we learned destroyed the statue. So the league is now saying all 30 teams are going to pitch in to pay for the replacement. MLB says they'll also help to pay for upgrades to the Wichita facilities with new lights, new turf for the fields, and updated academic facilities as well. Now, there's also been a GoFundMe that's raised close to $180,000. It is unclear now what will happen to those funds. The replacement statue will be, as it was the first time, built in Loveland. Huge Formula One news today, and it's about the Broncos' part owner, Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton making the jump from Mercedes to Ferrari. The news breaking today that Hamilton will be on a team with the French driver Charles Leclerc. Ferrari posting a statement saying Hamilton will be joining the team next year on a multi-year contract. Now, he had signed a 2-year deal with Mercedes last year, but activated a release option, so he'll leave at the end of the season. Of course, he won 6 titles with Mercedes, but hasn't won a race since 2021. In a statement, Hamilton said he wanted to finish his time at Mercedes on a high and remains committed to delivering the best performance this season.
It's a lot like football, right?
Well,
in some respects, you
little
move
like
teams.
I think if when you think of Sir Lewis Hamilton, the best of the best, or was anyway till now, till Verstappen has taken over. It's kind of like Tom Brady going, "Yeah, I'll go try Tampa for a year."
That's
what's going on.
Okay.
And it's kind of like you when you jump from a Mercedes to a Ferrari.
Oh, that's easy, isn't it?
I'm more of the Pinto to the Vega guy, but it's
I was just kidding.
still different cars.
I don't even.
Hey, if your kids don't know what a Pinto or a Vega is, you have to ask your
parents. That's right, but I couldn't point out the difference between anything. So there you go.
Nice
okay.
jump.
All right.